Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction. My name is Askar Khan. If I was given only 1 minute to speak today, only 1 minute, I would have advised you one thing. Write down your goals. Make plans to achieve them. And work on your plans every single day. But I have been given 15 to 20 minutes. So let's throw some light on this topic on goal setting, the what, the why, and the how of it. Why do you think we need goals? Anybody? Why do you think we need to set goals? To make progress. Anybody else? To make meaning in life. Okay. Purpose in life. Yes. Anybody else?
To make yourself happy.
To make yourself happy. Okay.
Goal give you direction, otherwise you wander around.
Excellent. Goals give you direction. So the purpose of goal setting is, number one, goals give us direction to move. As Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, the great thing in this world is not where we stand, but in what direction we are moving. So the goals, by setting goals, we get a direction to move. That's one thing. The second thing, as said by Mr. Mohiuddin, they give us happiness. Happiness requires setting of goals. As Earl Nightingale, he said, happiness is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Meaning that when you set a goal and when you are progressing towards it, you develop a sense of accomplishment and a sense of happiness in you. When you set goals, right, you develop a sense of purpose, as suggested again. And Viktor Frankl, the founder of logotherapy, he said it is the human nature to find meaning in life. Most of the depressions that are caused by people, one of the factors is they lack purpose in life. And Viktor Frankl, he said it is in human nature to have a purpose in life, to work for something meaningful, to work for a goal. And when you set goals, only then will you know what your obstacles are. Otherwise, you will not know what your obstacles are and what is it that you have to overcome. Now, once we know that goal setting is very important, what is it that stops us from setting goals? Yes? Anybody? What stops us from setting goals? Your worst enemy in accomplishing your goals?
Myself.
Okay.
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence of whom?
Personal.
Of whom? Lack of confidence by whom?
Myself.
By yours. Okay.
Fear of failures.
Fear of failure by whom?
External.
By somebody? Somebody fears?
External. Our
Of yourself. Anybody else?
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge of whose?
Knowledge, what I want to achieve.
Lack of knowledge by the person, by yourself.
Procrastinating things when you want to do.
By whom?
By us.
By us. Very good. Your worst enemy is yourself. Ourself. As in a cartoon, Pogo, the statement in the cartoon says, we have discovered our enemy and it is us. Right? Now, the worst enemy of us in accomplishing goals are our fears of failure, our fears of rejection, our fears of insecurities, egos, right? Now we have to chisel out these fears. Each one of you has tremendous talent in you. Each one, in one way or the other. But this talent is marred, is covered. Michelangelo, you know him, Michelangelo, the sculptor. He carved out the statue of David out of marble, out of a rock. And this statue of David is in the Vatican even to this day. So someone asked Michelangelo, how were you able to carve out such a beautiful statue of David out of a rock? So Michelangelo, he replied, he said, David was already in the rock. I chiseled out what was not David. Similarly, each one of you has tremendous talent in you. But that talent is covered by your fears of failure, is covered by your rejections, is covered by your lack of knowledge. Chisel out these negative emotions. There you stand glorious with your talents. So overcome your enemy, and that is yourself. So know two things. That is, you are responsible for your own results, nobody else, and you have unlimited potential in you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Now, with the realization of these two responsibilities, you can get set to set your goals. But only setting goals will not help you to accomplish them. Isn't it? Just by setting a goal, just by saying I'll become a public speaker, you're not going to become a public speaker. You need to take the necessary steps. Now, what are those necessary steps? As Alexander Graham Bell, he once said, before we move on to the steps, it is your responsibility to achieve your goals. And no matter where you come from, no matter what background, no matter what gender, no matter what your economic status, Alexander Graham Bell, he said, man as a general rule owes very little to what he is born with. Man is what he makes of himself. So you can make of what you want to be. And the steps to achieve that, how to achieve your goals. Number one, have a desire. What is it that you really want to accomplish? Without knowing this, without having a desire to accomplish something, you will never work hard enough for it. The second, believe that your goal is achievable. If you set a goal and if you are doubtful of yourself in accomplishing that goal, do you think you're going to work hard enough? No. So believe that your goal is achievable. Write your goal down. This is a step where most of us miss. We don't write. It is said the difference between a wish and a goal is that a goal is written. Understand? Yes. So write down your goals. Now determine your starting point. Where are you? I am in level 1 of my project. My goal is to accomplish the level 10 of the project. So you need to determine your starting point. Where do you stand? Determine why you want it. Why is it that you want to accomplish the goal that you want to accomplish? If you want to become a public speaker, why is it that you want to become a public speaker? And the psychologists say that the more number of reasons you can determine to accomplish your goal, the more motivated you become to work towards it. You get it? The more number of reasons you can determine why you want the goal, the more motivated you become to achieve the goal, because you have more number of reasons now. Then set a deadline. Again, another difference is a wish and a goal. A goal has a deadline. I want to become an excellent public speaker. I want to win the public level world championship. Is that a goal? I want to win the, SETAC public championship. Is that a goal? Is that a goal? By 2022. You have a deadline, right? Then definitely identify the obstacles in your way. Every goal will have an obstacle. What are the obstacles that you need to identify? What stops you? Is it the barrier of your language? Is it the barrier of your vocabulary in the context of winning the public speaking? What stops you from achieving your goal? Identify that. Then determine the additional knowledge and skills, as the Toastmaster said, the knowledge, lack of knowledge. So determine. Remember, if you want to accomplish something that you have not accomplished before, you must do something that you have never done before. That's common sense. So determine what is the knowledge and skill that you need to develop. And then obviously we don't live in an island isolated. We need the support of each other, like how we are over here. So determine the people whose help you will need. And then make a plan, put all these things together. Write it down. And then visualize your goal continually. Assume how it looks like when you're giving a speech on a stage. Visualization. And then never give up. As Winston Churchill, he said, know these words, he said, never ever give up. Keep trying, and then one fine day you will accomplish your goal. In order to summarize this whole thing, let me share with you a short story. Wilma Rudolph was born in the year 1940. Wilma Rudolph, an American woman, athlete. She was the 20th of the 21 children born to her parents. Growing in abject poverty, at the age of 4, she was struck by polio, and as a result of which her left leg was paralyzed, and the doctors had to put braces on her leg, and they said she will never be able to walk again. But the mother of Wilma, she encouraged her. She said, look, my child, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish in life. And that small child, Wilma, set a goal for herself, and that was to become the fastest woman on earth. Can you imagine the goal she sets? Then as age grows with your medical and emotional care, she gets healed. And for the first time in her life, when she was 13 years old, she participates in a race in a school, and she comes last. She never gives up. She persistently works. And in the year 1960, she participates in the Olympics. And in 1960, she becomes the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in a single Olympics. In 100 meter sprint, in 400 meters relay, right? And in 200 meters race. And in the year 1960, Wilma Rudolph worldwide was hailed as the fastest women on earth. Now here is a woman who was paralyzed, sets a goal, fails, works persistently, takes the helps of others, achieves it. Right? So goal setting is very important for a success. As Warren Buffett says, success is goals, all else is commentary. So my dear friends, what is that one goal that you want to set for yourself in the coming month? Start with your baby steps. What is that one goal? Determine. You don't have to tell me now. Determine. What is that? This is what October. By the end of October or by the end of November, what is that one thing that I am going to accomplish? And follow these 12 steps and see for yourself where you land up by the end of that 1 month. That is the homework for you. Sorry guys, as a school teacher, I have to give you some homework, right? Thank you very much.